Hold on one second. What am I doing? I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to get in speaker view. Anyways, okay. So we all know Black Friday's coming, Cyber Saturday or Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, biggest shopping week of the year. So I kind of wanted to get us all together, go over some tips, tricks, things that we can utilize to put into place so that we can capitalize on this momentum, and then kind of go over some stuff that we have a lot of tools. And when I say tools, like videos in our back office that we have, and we've made a list, your leaders and I have made a list, and we're going to put them in the chat. We're going to put them in the group threads for you guys to have easy access. I suggest you save them in your notes, that when you're out there at Thanksgiving or you're at get-togethers or whatever you're doing over the next couple days, you're talking, CBD is naturally going to come up. This business is naturally going to come up some way, that you have the tools easily available for you to send. And we're going to kind of go over that briefly so that it's like quick and easy and you don't have to think about what to send. Shelby went ahead and put them in the chat, and I'll kind of go over them as we go. But first, obviously, the reason we don't want to talk about Black Friday right now, and I know some of you have already posted, but the reason we don't want to talk about it is because it changes business habits. If people know stuff is coming, they're not going to order right now, right? So you want to run every day of this week, not talk about, oh my God, there's this big sale coming, and wait until the weekend to work. You want to use all this momentum and get all these sales and then get new sales on Black Friday, or Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, whatever it may be. So just keep that in the back of your mind. You don't want everyone to buy on a sale. First of all, we love a sale, right? But volume on a sale is not as good as your regular commission. You always want regular commission. You want the most commission you can make. So that's the first tip. The second tip is use the time right now before our sales start to engage on social media. This is a relationship business, so use this time to spend a few more minutes each day engaging with people on Reels, on their stories. Not only that, but it's going to help with those algorithms when you do start, posting your sales graphics and, talking to people and putting up your post. So, spend an extra couple minutes each day with engagement. I know I set my timer in the morning before I start work. I try to always post a reel in the morning, and it helps me get more views if I spend 15 minutes doing engagement with other people's social media first. So use that time to really engage with people. The next tip is, obviously everybody either goes to dinner or lunch for Thanksgiving, or they host people at their house. You're going to see people you haven't seen in a while. I know 10 years ago when I didn't have kids, the night before Thanksgiving, and some of you might still be that age. So the night before Thanksgiving was like the biggest night of the year to go out. I used to go out every Wednesday night with my sister and my fiance or boyfriend at the time, my husband now, and we would go out and I would see everybody I went to high school with, everybody I went to college with. I mean, I saw everybody. So you guys are going to see so many people you haven't seen in a long time. They're going to ask you, what have you been up to? It is the perfect time to bring Compass. So maybe tomorrow, if you don't want to be like the girl that's like, oh, I'm in an MLM, practice your elevator speech in your bathroom mirror. If you want, if you want to sound like, a professional and you know what you're talking about and you're like this, you're a badass now, practice it. I mean, I had to practice it so that I didn't sound weird when I was talking about it. Spend a few minutes. If you're going to dinner at a relative's house or a friend's house, and there's people that are going to be complaining, oh, my back hurts, I'm stressed. Have your samples of jelly, have your, pain cream on hand, have stuff so that when people are complaining about something or they have aches and pains, you can be that person and that resource for that person. Okay. There's so many conversations you can have at Thanksgiving or whatever you may be doing during these next couple of days. I know Vanessa talked about that a little bit on the boost call too. So if you don't have the jellies or the pain cream or anything like that, get with people. Yes, digestive jellies, people that have eaten too much. Maybe there's someone in your area who has a bunch of stock on hand. See if you can borrow some and pay them back later or, reimburse them. There's ways, because obviously if you order right now, it's not going to get to you in time. Figure out a way to have a few samples with you for the next couple of days. So the next thing, and this is going to lead into the chat, those videos, is know what tools to use when people ask you questions. So instead of having this long drawn out conversation in front of 100 people about what hemp is versus marijuana or what sets Green Compass apart and this big long drawn out testimonial, you can just be like, hey, like, I want to send you this, or I have this perfect video to explain. Send me your number and I'm going to shoot it to you over the next couple of days and we'll get in touch. That way you're not like salesy at this get together, but you have a way to follow up with this person and a touch point. So in the chat, we've got all these great videos with really everything that someone could say to you as a way to, give them the information that they are going to need. So if someone asks, like, if someone's confused what CBD is, we have the what is CBD video. If someone is like, what sets Green Compass apart from other CBD companies, we have that video. What is the difference between our CBD jellies and other jellies or other gummies on the market? We have the nano video. Our company story, which we all love. We have that video. The new opportunity video that Green Compass came out with. Great overview of our company. If someone is, talking about buying holiday gifts, like what do you want for Christmas? I'm stressed out. I don't know how inflation is here. I don't know how we're going to cover that, and you guys get talking about what you're up to and creating an income. Send them an opportunity call. I put a couple of my favorite opportunity calls on that list, and you can send those. If you're talking to a male friend or a male relative and they're interested, hey, I've seen your post, like, do you have any male business partners? I put a male opportunity call with Devin Shaw on the list. So there's really something for everybody on here. And not only for Thanksgiving, but keep these in your notes section of your phone. I have a long list in my notes section of GC stuff, so I stay organized, and use these when you're talking to people every single day. It's also great when you're onboarding new advocates and trying to teach them what videos and tools to use. Send them this notes. So that's like, hey, these are the, most used videos. Here you go, right here, easy access, make it simple for them and for yourself. Okay, the next thing is make business hours. Set business hours over the next couple days. We are running a business, and it just happens to be that our business capitalizes this time of year, which is typically a time people take off, But set business hours. It doesn't have to be that you're on your phone working your business when everybody else is spending time with their family. So, if you look at your schedule and look what time you're eating and figuring out when your family's going to be together, be intentional with your time. But make that time to connect with the fence riders and your current customers and the people that have shown interest, because you're gonna want to talk to those people. Just FYI. I know some of you know things, some of you don't, but I will give you a little heads up if you want to cut down on how much time you're going to have to work later on in the week. It would be really smart of you to make lists now of your current customers, people that have shown interest in products, and people that have shown interest in the business. Or people that you haven't talked to at all, but would be great at this. It would be really, really smart of you and save you a lot of time if you had your list ready to go and you weren't searching for people when everything goes live.
Allie, I wanted to add something.
Yes, go for it.
With the spending your time this week, and you guys, it's okay to set expectations, right? If you need to tell your husband, hey, tomorrow for 30 minutes, or Thursday night for 30 minutes, or Friday morning for 30 minutes, I need that time, right? Set the expectation, ask for help, right? You don't have to do this all on your own. Set the expectation that this is what you need. This is what you have to do, because you have to show up for your business, and that's okay. Because the one thing that we should be doing this week is selling, right? If you're not showing up and you're not selling, you're doing yourself and your business a disservice, period. So set the expectations on what you need and own it. It's okay. And just be present.
Mm-hmm.
You're not scrambling, right? Come Thursday, Friday, Monday.
Yeah. And I can't remember what it was, but I was on I don't know if it was in your thread, Jess and Emily, or if it was in a group message, but I think it was a quote or something like that. And it was about feeling guilty for being on your phone in this industry. And it's like, we shouldn't. It's part of our job description, it is part of our job description to be on our phone. If we were out, let's say I was in a school building and part of my job description was to be on my phone, I wouldn't feel guilty. Part of our job description is to be on our phone and working. So you shouldn't feel guilty that that's just part of what we do. So I would just keep that in the back of your head when you are around family members occasionally and you're on your phone. That is how you make an income, and that is how you support your family. Yes, if you worked a brick and mortar, you wouldn't feel guilty for going in. So yes, don't feel guilty for being on your phone. But this is big. I think last year on Black Friday, I think we did $30,000 or $40,000 in one day. So it's just huge. We're going to have sales. Corporate is obviously corporate posted one of the deals early. There's going to be more that corporate is offering. They posted one of them early. So obviously we know that there is going to be something else. Some of you know what it is, some of you don't. If you were around last year, you're pretty familiar. It is going to take a little work on your behalf. If you're new, do not stress. Your leaders and myself will help you 100%. It's going to sound a little overwhelming. I promise you, it is very simple, very simple. I am going to actually do a pop-up Zoom. I just want to tell you this, and then I'm going to have a guest speaker pop on really quick. I'm going to do a I am going to do a pop-up Zoom on Friday, 10 Eastern Standard Time, just a quick 10-minute, 15-minute huddle you can just pop on, say hi, love you, good luck, ask me a question, tell me, this is stupid, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I just want to say hi and like smile at you guys. So feel free to jump on if you want. If you don't want, that's fine, but I will be on. I will send a link just to kind of touch base with you guys. But I wanted Rachel to hop on really fast and give her, Rachel is under Shelby, and she does a really, yes, 10 a.m. Friday Eastern Standard Time, and I will send a link for everybody. But Rachel does a really great job of consistently showing up in her stories and social media and just like being consistent with her business. And I wanted her to hop on really quick and just share a tip on how she plans on utilizing, you know, what corporate and the sales and everything like that we're going to have. So you can unmute yourself, Rachel.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rachel. Like Ali said, I live in good old Springfield, Missouri, right in the middle. So I feel like with social media, I'm really just present in like stories, and I try to do reels at least every so often, and I try to like mix it up. So I don't like always consistently do green compass, green compass, green compass. Like I'm always like adding in family stuff or quotes or my big tip though with stories, I try to make it my own. So if green compass gives you a graphic, I like try to like tweak it a little bit. I'll add a sticker or something that brings attention to what I'm putting on my story, like my link or an arrow or an underline or my own little thing like saying, this is why I love this product, like the bath soaks, for example. I'm not a bath person, but my husband, yes, my husband loves to bathe. He like gets in the bath with our son. He's in there right now because if not, he'd be on top of me. I have a 2-year-old. So they love the bath bombs. And so whenever I promote the bath bombs, I'll be like, my husband and my son love the bath bombs, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'll put like a bath sticker or something that's like brings attention rather than just slap a graphic and then go. I feel like that is showing you're putting a little bit more effort into your story. So people are like, oh, you know, let me take a second and like, not like tap, 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 tap me by. So, and then with reels, I like try to mix it up. You know, some are just random right before work. Like this morning, my son had a meltdown when I dropped him off. And so I was like, perfect. I'm just going to make a reel about that. So I think we can all relate on daycare drop-offs, and they're like screaming and crying. And anyway, so I try to make myself as relatable as possible. You know, I'm just a mom, you know, I love Green Compass. I love it all kind of thing, kind of tie it all into one. I think also what else? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know what else to talk about.
That's good. I mean, it's definitely, it's the biggest thing is showing up on social media. And I love that you said you don't just put a graphic up and go, because there's going to be a lot of, there's stock photos. There's going to be a lot of graphics that corporate gives us with this sale. And if you just post that stock graphic and call it a day, you're not going to get any views because there's going to be a lot of people posting those. And the algorithms are just going to bump them away because there's so many people that are going to post them. So make them your own, make it fun, make it relatable, and, you know, capitalize on what corporate is going to give us, because the work you do now, the PCs you get now, the advocates you get now, that is only going to create momentum for months to come. So it's such a turning point in your business right now that I can't stress enough how important the next 2 months. And you know, guys, if you were around in December, corporate does a really good job front loading December for us. It's super fun. So, you know, if you have fence riders, I would be shouting at the like top of my lungs how important it is to get in now. Like, it is so fun to be an advocate before December 1st, first of all. Like the first 2 weeks of December are loads of fun. So that's my biggest, points. I just suggest make your list now. It'll save you so much time come the end of this week. You are going to have to put in a front load a little bit of work in order to capitalize on the sales and whatever Emily Beal's team puts out later on. And it's going to pay off big. It's going to be a lot of fun. Does anybody have any questions for me that I can answer? No? You guys can ask me anything.
No, you guys just remember, like, we're in the season of, like, this can be the most stressful season for so many people. It can also be the happiest season for so many people, but just make sure you're showing up for your network how they need you to show up, right? This isn't about us. This is about them. So, have your ears always open when somebody is talking to you, or maybe they post or they say something about being stressed out, or they don't have enough money, or they would love more money, or, they're not sleeping. Just always have your ears open and always, show up for your network. And I mean, we're here to serve others, period. That's what we're here for. So just remember that going in to, this week and next month. And, it's always about what this gift that we have, whether it's the products or the opportunity, can do for them. And it's okay to show up and to share, right? We're not sleazy. It's not sketchy. It's helping people, coming from a place of helping people. And that will never, ever, ever go wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's 2 questions in the chat. The first one, I can't answer. Carol. So some people were told about the event that was not allowed. So I cannot answer that question. The second question was, when will we find out exactly what the deals are? If you're referring to the corporate deals, I don't know. And I usually know about the deals beforehand, and I do not know what they are. So I'm thinking we will find out at midnight the day of. In December, they usually do, I think we've typically done 12 days of Christmas in December. And so every day they do a different deal. Now we obviously have a different VP, of sales. However, I had a coaching call with her a couple weeks ago and she kind of hinted at it. So I'm thinking we're still going to do it.
So is there like a something going on Friday like normal? I know that I'm confused.
I know. It's really confusing because we're not, okay, this is why it's so important, guys. Auto ships go through on Friday. Okay. You guys don't want to talk about sales before auto ships go through, because your customers will change auto ships. You don't want them to change auto ships.
Okay.
So nothing is going to happen before then. I mean, Green Corporate might do something. I don't know. I do not know what corporate is doing. What Emily Beal's team is doing, I do know, and that's not happening on Friday, because we have to wait until auto ships go through.
Okay, so nothing's happening with that on Friday.
No. Now we're going to prepare for it, so you will know ahead of time and you will have time to invite people, but it's not actually going to happen on Black Friday.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
I'm pretty sure last year, if I remember correctly, corporate put out like free shipping for Thanksgiving, and then there were some other things for Black Friday. And so we don't know anything that's going on with corporate.
Yeah.
We'll wake up to an email.
We know that we're getting the 30% off top.
Right.
We know that. I
Yeah.
will say we got free shipping last year. If I had to
That's
put money on it, I would guess we were gonna get that again.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we really don't know what corporate is what else they're announcing. It could be free shipping plus 30% off topicals, plus it could be something else. Just stick to your email and we'll put it in our chats and all the things. That's from corporate. Something else is happening and you'll find out
Yeah.
soon that Emily Beal's team is doing, but it
Okay.
won't be Friday.
Okay.
It's
Soon.
gonna be super simple though. It's gonna be super simple. You were here last year though, weren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was just kind of
Yeah.
wondering if it's kind of
It's just because of the way auto ships fall.
right. So we have to go get through that first.
Yeah.
That makes
Because
sense.
if not, you are gonna have a bunch of customers emailing support to cancel their auto ship.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. All right, well, I definitely will clarify anything once everything is announced. If it gets confusing, I will hop on another Zoom. I promise you, it will seem overwhelming, but it's super simple. It works and it works really, really well. If you need to call me, I'm available and super flexible. I just literally go down the street to my mom's house and eat dinner. And I don't mind hopping on the phone if you guys have questions. So use me if you need to. I have no problem with that at all. And I will send the recording out as soon as we get off this. Are there any more questions? No? All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for hopping on. Again, 10 a.m. Friday, just a little powwow, and I will send all this to you as soon as possible. And happy Thanksgiving. Bye, guys. Love you.